Alrighty then. So, it's me again, the evil genius. Um, so, I want to talk about something here. And I think this falls along the line of Koetting, and some of the people in the left hand path, which are left hand path people are accommodating and they are accepting of people. They're not racist or anything in that manner. Um, you know, Now, A is presently fucking everything up, obviously. Uh, you know, but let me tell you something. I don't do blood packs. It's unnecessary. You don't need to do that. You don't have to draw blood. And some of these guys, I see some of these guys have, some women with them. And, the common conception is that you need the blood of the blood of a virgin and things of that matter. So blood coming from a woman is always more pure than men for some reason. Maybe because of their beauty or what they represent. Um, it's unnecessary. Uh, I have gotten more out of Lucifer by invoking him and speaking to him than drawing blood. And I've never drew the blood of a woman. Um, Even if I was mad at a woman, I never drew blood of a woman. Um, I drew blood out of myself, but never out of a woman. So, what I'm trying to get at here is some of your rituals might be all for show to have impact value. If you're a woman and you're hanging around an occultist, a supposed air quote occultist that follows the Christian path of black magic, um, you might have been galled into pricking yourself, or he pricked you. Now you have to understand the kind of mentality that you have the utmost unrespectful vision of a woman that a man has to have while knowing very well that he doesn't need to prick you in order to make things happen, to still do it anyways. And from my understanding, EA seems to be quite a bit of a fan of pricking. Um, I do think that some of these women that hang around with these people might have been galled into pricking themselves, or them pricking, you know. So, blood sacrifices have never been necessary, ever. You can do it if you want to, but it's not necessary. Of course, it depends on who you're dealing with, too, I have to admit. But if that spirit absolutely wants blood, maybe there's a reason behind that. And maybe you don't necessarily need that one if that's not your kind of thing. As I've said before, I've called Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Clonec, Lucifer, Samael, Baal, and Belial. And I know Lilith personally. And never have I heard or needed to draw blood for any of them. Not saying that I'll never give an offering, but it's an offering of my choosing. You see, the thing about offerings is they don't need to be something that they like necessarily. The thing about offering is it's an offering. The greatest offering is something that you appreciate and you rather give to them instead of keeping it for yourself. Like me, for a guy like me, a good offering would be a suitcase full of money. Right? Of course, I would have to burn it because if I'm not gonna leave a suitcase full of money in front of it, I'm gonna use it. That's for sure. But if I burn a suitcase full of money and I say this is my offering to you, me burning money? Are you nuts? That's an offering. Gonna be food, like you just saw on my Instagram. Food that you like to eat. It can be also things that they prefer, obviously, which is always recommended. But you have to let him tell you what he wants first. Kalima, which could be kind of a demon if you look at the picture. I have dealt with Kalima since I was a kid. I've always been attracted to Hinduism. God of Death, Shiva, Kalima, you know. Shiva and Kalima basically what I was always attracted to. Of course, they're women, so simping a little bit, but it is what it is. The Kalima never asked me for any offerings when I needed her help. And even as I was legitimately legit inside of a grocery store and I was about to buy the last piece of dates left in the store, she was still saying, don't buy it. I don't need your offering. It was the last piece of that was she even the synchronicity. That was synchronicity. That was the last tablets. That was the last tablet of date that was in the store, bro. And she still didn't want it. Because Kalima is all about the mind. Kalima is all about the killing of the ego. She loves killing egos. That's her shit. And when you look at a picture of Kalima, there's like a bunch of heads and blood everywhere and all kinds of shit. But that just means that that's how much she loves killing the ego. So I know I come off a little bit not credible after helping EA so much. But that's exactly the problem. I helped him so much for him to betray me. It kind of irritates me a little bit. So now all the things that he said are coming to the surface, and now I'm realizing that this nigga was bullshitting the whole damn time. And I still don't believe that he wanted to murder somebody. I don't think that was the point. Murdering people is very different. It's that's a very serious accusation. Some of the accusation that he's trying to befall upon me are very serious too. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So before you go judging people, you better look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, am I in any position to say anything? Of course, you're in a position to say something because you're sold out. You're a sellout. You're a betrayer. You're a liar. And you're a sellout. Everything that Lucifer is not. Lucifer is not a liar. He's not a betrayer. And he's not a sellout. That's why he's king. He follows no one, only himself. And others follow him because of his greatness. And you can think ditto for me too. As I said before, next time you look at Lucifer, look at him closely. And who does he remind you of?